And good afternoon. Welcome to Kelowna Now Live. We're on YouTube and X with your afternoon news headlines. And topping the stories this afternoon, the Lime e-scooter ridership in Kelowna has tripled this last year as their pilot program deadline approaches.
Lime scooters and bike ridership numbers hit records in Kelowna this year, according to the interview data. Data says 78,000 riders took over 555,000 trips on the Lime e-bikes. E-scooters. You see them everywhere. You see them on the road, see them on the ditch.
Boy, they are a mixed kind of blessing.
But hey, I guess people are riding them though, and that's they're a love-hate thing though.
They really are,
because a lot of people hate them. There's a lot of complaints. A lot of people love them. Obviously, they must, because 555,000 trips, marking a 190% increase in rides and a 67% increase in riders since 2022. Since Lime launched in April 2021, over 160,000 riders have taken over 940,000 rides in Kelowna.
But how many of those trips have been to the emergency room for a broken arm?
Less than 940,000. How's that?
Okay. Accuracy first.
The fleet is, well, I'm just doing responsible. The fleet has grown from a few hundred vehicles to 700 e-scooters and 300 e-bikes. There's over 1,000 of these things out there. You remember that white spot in the States? Remember the white spot? They had that. Oh, Jack in the Box.
Okay.
And they had the little antenna.
I was going to say, white spot is like a BC thing.
And they had that antenna thing.
Yeah.
And they're just like, how are we going to get the word out? And they said, we have 1 million little friends, and they put all these things on their areas. Same thing. They look like a Jack in the Box. They're everywhere. Yeah. Anyway, the company attributes some of its growth to the debut of 10% discount to students and faculty at UBCO. Makes sense. Probably a lot of people riding those around campus, right? Get to class. Makes sense there. Maybe there's not much sense on Highway 97, but hey.
Yeah, and I don't know, the sidewalks, sometimes the safety of pedestrians might be a little bit
pretty
at
fast,
risk.
They do. The pilot program runs until April 2024, and the future of shared rental e-bikes and scooters beyond that is still up in the air. Have you ridden them, Marcy?
Yeah.
They're
so fun.
They are
fun. There you go.
You can
they do look fun. I'll give it that.
You can go pretty good. Yeah. Do you wear a helmet when you ride?
Next question.
There you go.
And next story. Kelowna RCMP arrests a man, seized gun and drugs from a vehicle. They spotted him leaving a problem residence in Rutland on Leithhead Road and Fleming Drive.
Michael Gauthier, corporal, said in early December, an incident shows the uncertain extreme risks RCMP officers face every day. It happened around 11:30 p.m. on December 1 when members of the proactive enforcement unit stopped a unit on Fleming Drive at Leithhead. According to the police, they spotted the vehicle leaving a nearby problem residence before making the stop. The woman behind the wheel was arrested in possession of controlled substance, while the man in the passenger seat, who was well known to police, was arrested for failing to abide by his curfew. The officer seized a handgun, seen a lot of those lately, a large quantity of illicit drugs, including meth, fentanyl, and pills. Like, holy cow, right? This team is routinely delivering results, targeting those repeatedly committing crimes in our community, and undoubtedly prevented something violent from happening, like guns. Like, what's with the guns, right? Like,
oh, man.
They released the woman at the scene. The man has been held in custody while he awaits his court appearance on Wednesday, December 20th.
And Mounties are seeking tips on a missing 34-year-old Kelowna woman.
So they're asking the public to keep an eye out for the missing 34-year-old. Has not been seen since last week. They reported her missing on December 16th. So if you see her, ask her to call home or call the RCMP.
There you go. And a new UBCO pilot project sees staff and faculty host international students for Christmas.
There you go. More members of the UBC Okanagan community will be spending the holidays together, and not alone, thanks to a creative new pilot project. The university's Global Engagement Office and the College of Graduate Students are testing a new program called Host for the Holidays. We take in people lots of times for Christmas. Somebody's like, what do they call that when you're alone for Christmas? They call it something. It's something. I don't know what it's called.
Like
when you're alone.
Like the Christmas? Feeling that you have when you're alone, or
no, just like if you don't have family.
Rando.
Friends Christmas or something? I don't know. I'm spinning down a hole here. Anyway, great program, great initiative. If people don't have family around, always great to take them in and let them, like feel family
Yeah.
during Christmas, because lots of people like to feel being surrounded by family.
And 3 Central Okanagan MLAs have written a letter warning that the well-being and safety of our citizens are at stake because of supposed delays to Kelowna's tiny homes project.
Yeah, so they wrote a letter of warning, and that'll be our. They wrote that letter to Housing Minister Ravi Kahlon. That was Renee Merrifield, Ben Stewart, and Norm Letnick. Said the absence of an operator for the scheme requires urgent intervention. They're asking BC Housing to kind of come up with them. We spoke to BC Housing. They told us last week that it was working on securing a qualified operator for the Crowley Road site, where 60 small units were being built to house some of the city's homeless population. The Crown Corporation said it received application, will be announcing the operator in the coming weeks, stressing that selecting an operator through RFP takes time. I mean, a good method of practice would be select the operator as you're getting ready to put the homes there. Probably took a while to get the homes together, no? Do you know what I mean? Like, couldn't you do things at the same time? Just like, we got to get the homes first, then we're going to operator.
It's called a Gantt chart.
I'm just saying. Just maybe. Just maybe.
A BC woman told no to straight pride sticker and claims of discrimination over the issue.
Yeah. A woman was shot down by not shot, but told no by a local business and police after trying to put up a straight pride sticker in Trail. I'm not sure how this is news for us, but anyway, the 36-year-old Crestova woman allegedly asked the business if she could put up the sticker inside the window, and the owner said no. I mean, isn't it his window, I guess, right? After the interaction between the woman and the business owner in the early afternoon, December 15th, the incident was reported to police as a hate crime. And the officer said, no. Anyway, you can go read the rest of that. It just seems kind of silly.
Well, on the sports scene, the fastest game on 2 feet, getting ready to hold a learn and play event.
There you go.
Kelowna Minor Lacrosse is opening the doors to registration right now, and they have a learn and play. It's like a free learn and play for kids who aren't sure tomorrow at the CNC in the evening.
If you want to play a sport that makes you tough, lacrosse would be the one.
Tough, discipline. There's definitely.
So this is going to happen. The free learn to play sessions scheduled at the, I think it's now been renamed, but at the
MNP?
The CNC Center down there where the Mission.
I don't think they have the signs up yet, do they?
Do they? No, it's at the Mission ice rink there too, right there by the H2O Center. Slated for December 20, January 17th, and February 21st, and open to aspiring players born between 2008 and 2019. All you need is a helmet, gloves, sport jock, stick, and you're good to go. On nerves of steel.
I wasn't brave enough, and I played rugby. But you know what? I know lots of people who now are playing sport.
It's one of Canada's great games.
Yeah.
So there you go. Got a confidence builder. So in our EV section today, another automaker, one of the bigger ones in the world, has adopted the Tesla North American charging standard. So this is a big one because they had said no, they are not, because they had put $2.2 billion into this Electrify America thing that's kind of like not electrifying much. So anyway, I would say that has become the new VHS as opposed to the Betamax. Right?
Yeah.
I think that
these things happen in every new
automaker
technology.
needs to say and this is what's going to help range anxiety for guys like you driving a Hyundai, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you get access to the same chargers as Tesla's enjoying and make life a lot easier, no?
100%.
I think it's just good for the adoption
ubiquity
of EVs in general. If the other auto manufacturers can't access good charging, it's going to cause range anxiety and they can't sell their vehicles. We know that many of the other automakers right now, other than Tesla, are not selling EVs as fast as they hope. A lot of that comes down to the range anxiety and the charging. So the faster they can adopt this NACS standard and access those Tesla superchargers, I think that'll alleviate a lot of the issues. I think coming together too will help, and I can't wait to see a deal. And I'm going to bet that Ford does a deal with Tesla on putting some of the tech in their cars too.
Mm-hmm.
I'd make that bet.
Okay.
In
X-Files.
we got a really cool chart here. Can we pull up that whole chart? Look at that.
Okay.
Percentage of Americans. This is Americans. Well, you can kind of flip it over here too. By birth decade. All those people in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s were getting married. Then what happened? People born in the 1980s, not so much. People born in 1990s, not so much.
Really, not so much.
You know what I mean? Like, I think a couple of reasons. Marcy can jump in here anytime she wants to. A couple of reasons for sure. Money. It's harder and harder to most people get married because they want to have children. And a lot of, I think, young people are opting not to have children because they don't think they can afford it. Commitment, is, I was talking to Marcy earlier, commitment seems to be lower. Maybe opportunity seems to be higher. Selection, opportunity. Apps, too many apps. She's shaking her head yes. She doesn't want to speak up. She doesn't want to get in trouble.
Lord.
Just keep swiping right.
Just keep doing
Pretty
something.
much, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I think obviously if we're not getting married and we're not having children, I think this is what Elon Musk talks about, that we're actually seeing population declines.
Population collapse, maybe.
Yeah,
Right?
in many places, and not good for.
There's some other folks too who talk about sort of global birth rates and things like that. Like
So this is
China's one person
Chamath,
policy.
this guy's he's on a lot of the television stations down in the States. There, he's a big investor too, and this is some of the comments that he shared. But there you go.
Do you guys know what a roster means?
Oh, in the modern sense, like the dating sense. Oh, I can only imagine. I mean, I'm pretty sure it means the same thing as a team, but what? No.
There you go. So I think more people are thinking that they don't need to make commitments, but that's definitely. How are people like me going to have grandchildren?
Ooh.
So you
Right?
think like we need more population?
Yeah.
Well, we're letting so many people in the country.
But I mean, just in general in the world, like if people aren't
Yeah.
getting married, young people aren't committing to, like, I mean,
And there's also an issue, like you have to have still that younger generation to come up behind. A lot of the people that are coming in are going to be adult age. So as people age, you need to have that age group replacing
so I
them
came
as
from
well.
a family of 7 kids in my family, and then we have 3. You have 3.
Yeah.
But it's very rare to see, like, you
It's
know,
a big family these
families
days.
anymore. 3 is like a big
Yeah,
family,
that
right?
is.
So
And
we're
three's
working
hard.
on it. We're working on it.
Well, also,
Anyway.
like, it's not only just like the commitment thing. It's just like the culture nowadays is like people like to be like, I'm toxic. Like,
Ooh.
I'm like cold and heartless. You know,
Well,
Here's
that's
how you fix your heart.
like
The next story.
People don't want to catch feelings. They're like scared. of
Catch
emotion.
feelings?
Yeah.
I get you. I get that. But a heartfelt thing we're going to share with you. So maybe that we can de-thaw some of those cold hearts. Colonosantis is a thing that we do every year.
since 2012,
I think it's been quite a while. So
Yeah,
it's
13 probably.
it's where a lot of Kelowna now has been part of this. Was the one that founded it. And Kelowna Toyota is one of our big partners. TD Bank, Secure Right Mobile Storage, great little box company. Total Restoration, Lakeshore Vein, Coast Capital, East Meets West, Best Buy, Paragon Motors, Centes, Amy Nicole Cohen.
The community really coming
And the
together.
community and tons of volunteers. I mean, we're going to play a video for you at the end that the wrap party was held at Kelowna Toyota. And so the program is families register online at kelownasantos.com. They register the age of their children. And then the businesses collect new unwrapped toys, and some donate money that we buy toys with. And then on the day of the wrap party, you'll see it in the video that we're going to play. Hundreds of people come and wrap the gifts, and then there's reindeer trucks and cars that deliver the gifts to the homes, and it's quite a coordinated, kind of like almost like an orchestra playing there. Right? So quite the event. And Marcy was there, manning the spinorama for anybody that wanted to go on there. Our granddaughter went on there with her, and it was amazing. Again, lots of great photos on the Kelowna Now website. This is something that we started, like I said, a long time ago, and I think we served over 1,100 children. There's 431 families and 1,100 children this year in the central Okanagan. We've even done some stuff into, like, you know, some people reach out and we've delivered, like, you know, like, not that this is something that we can do, but on a regular basis, but like, somebody in Langley says, we don't have a program like this here. Is there any chance they can help our kids? And we have mailed gifts. The program is done for this year. It just gets bigger every year for sure, and more people want to help, right? Because obviously helping children is always something in the minds of lots of people, right? So
it's fun.
yeah, it's fun. Like Marcy
It's a
said,
really
it
fun
was
event.
great. It makes you feel good too, right? It gives that gift of Christmas, right?
And just before we get to the video, just a quick shout out, 13 Days of Christmas, Day 12, where you can get in the winning and get a gift yourself. Day 12 today, a premium paddleboard from Flamin Fitness valued at $1,000. Get in there to win, and plus still open a year of free haircuts from Tommy Guns and bread from a year from Bliss Bakery, our friends there.
And before we go on, before we play the video, we're going to play the Kelowna Santa's video for you at the end here. Before we go though, on Friday, Marcy and I don't know if Jason will join us, we're going to do gifts, gift ideas and gifts. Just different gifts that you think you can buy, some that you can give, some that you can make. We're going to do a little Christmas gift ideas.
Like a little brainstorm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
A snowstorm brainstorm.
We'll run the video, and we'll leave you that for tonight. Stay safe and stay warm and enjoy the evening, and we'll see you at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Alexa, we did it. I
Okay,
can't believe it.
this always makes me nervous. We had 431 families.
Over
How many
1,100 kids.
That-
I can't.
that we had to wrap for, and then we also have to go deliver. So each year it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Donations,
Hoping everyone shows up.
Yep.
We have so much going on.
but here we are, all like record time.
It's 12:30.
Record time.
Oh my God.
We have wrapped all the presents, and now our reindeers are delivering to the families. We could not do it without Kelowna Toyota. We need this space.
I mean, but also so many volunteers. So many people showed up. This place was full. The showroom is huge. This place was full of
Yeah.
people.
Isn't it so crazy?
It's so heartwarming.
Getting all teary
I know, I'm just a little verklempt, but it's amazing. It's amazing.
We just want to thank all the people it takes. It literally takes a village
It does.
to come together and support all these families and all these kids. I have a long list of thank yous that I need to do. I'm going to put them in the article so I can make sure I don't miss any
No,
of them.
on the spot, name everyone
I know,
right now.
I know. I really should practice, but we are just so lucky to be here again, wrapping up our 11th year. We just want everyone to have a Christmas present under the tree, and I think
Everyone deserves that.
that's what Kelowna Santa's and Kelowna Toyota does.
That's what we do.
And we just want to wish everyone a happy holiday and a happy new year.
Yeah. Enjoy it. We love you. It's been amazing. Bye, everyone.
Merry Christmas!